What's going on, guys and gals? Stock Jock here, up $1,887 on the day. I want to get into these trades, but first I want to tell you about a great opportunity right now going on. There's a huge sale going on, Black Friday sale, that I want to tell you all about. The link for this is down in the description below. You got to click the link to get to this. After you click the link, you'll be taken to this page. You just go and click Take Advantage Now, and you scroll down, and these are all the services that are $99 for 3 months. That is an absolute steal. Usually that's around, depending on the service, $2.99 to $3.99, $4.99, depending on the service. Just to go over them really quick, Jason Bond swing trade service. This is swing trading, long-term trading. You'll get that for $99. Again, all these are $99. Biotech breakouts. This focuses on mostly pharmaceutical plays and catalysts coming up. Lightning alerts. This is swing trades again, but I believe a chat room comes with this as well. Penny Pro. Obviously, this is going to be your penny stocks. Usually under $1 names looking for swing trade. Petrapix, this one is more for your mid and large cap plays, and then obviously you've got top stock picks with your ETFs and options. Again, great way to test these out. That's basically $1 a day for 3 months. I mean, it's an absolute steal, and you can see how these guys, which are all millionaires, how they trade, and there's really no risk to it. You're just trying it out, and if you like it, you just continue on the service at the normal price, and if you don't like it, you just cancel. So again, I want to make that aware to you all right now, and it's a great deal. Please sign up if you've been interested. This is a great time to do it. If you have any questions on this, please let me know. This offer, I believe, does expire at midnight tonight, so you need to hop on it ASAP. All right, so the trades today. So we had a lot of trades to go over. Most of it was just continuation from Wednesday and Tuesday. I mean, the AI plays and blockchain plays, Bitcoin plays, they've all been kind of just going nutso. And today was no different. Kind of all the blockchain plays were gapping up. This was no different. SRAX. I thought it'd sell off, which it did out of the open. And I was looking for the red to green move. So I went long right here as we were going red to green. The first candle to go candle over candle is what I call red to green out of the open. First candle to go candle over candle out of the open after a dip. That's my red to green move, and I usually play that. I went long 16 or 620 right here, and it popped up to over 630, and I tried to sell, and I got filled at 620. So I was basically break even on this. As you can see, it was a phenomenal entry, and I don't know if it ever came out. It did come back down to it, but today it did just scream out, later on. But I was hoping to get 10 cents out of the trade, and I ended up break even. Made a penny, so after commissions, I probably made $8. MARA, this one, kind of the same idea, gapped up, and I just was looking for kind of a pullback and go kind of thing. So you kind of see 930 dipped, popped up, dipped. Now we have almost a double bottom, maybe a little bit of a higher low, if you will. So I was kind of looking for a candle over candle play. It did pop up in a little pullback here, and this right here gave me a confirmation of a higher low, and then it was inside this candle. I played candle over candle, and also you had, not only did we make a higher low, but we also were going to break out over the day's high. So I went long as an entry on the 1 minute right here. I got in a little early at 365 right here, and I sold as soon as it popped up, and I grabbed about 16 cents on 2,000 shares. Nice win there. Grows a little frustrating. Kind of tried to do the exact same thing here, just playing for the high day break inside this candle. It popped up, got the high day break, pulled back, and I ended up holding this for a little bit of time. I should have seen this higher low being made and felt a little bit more confident on it, but I don't know. It just didn't work out for me. It didn't do what I thought it would do. Literally, as soon as I sold, a few minutes later, it ended up ripping and didn't look back after that. So a little frustrating. I lost about 6 cents on it, $60, so it wasn't a huge loss, but nonetheless, it didn't do what I thought it would do. I cut it loose, moved on, and it moves without me. So all these plays gapped up, and they're all kind of doing the exact same thing. So I was looking at DPW to see if it would also do kind of the exact same move, sell off out of the open, then maybe start popping up. And I went long right here inside this candle. This I was looking for basically a higher low being made. So we had the drop, pull back, or pop up to the VWAP, pull back, and this made a higher low. So I was kind of thinking we'd move up through the VWAP and get going. It just kind of, it couldn't really find any traction. So this is why I always say, if you've got decent share size, take half or take profit when you can, because you never know if it's going to work out or not. So I went long right here, looking for that move back up. Again, this is kind of a sympathy play because the other stocks that were gapped up this morning started to move as well. So it was kind of a sympathy play. So it popped up, and I was very green on the trade. Took 5,000 shares at 80 cents basically. So it was up about $200, maybe a little bit more. And then boom, someone just sold a crap ton, sent it right back to 80 cents. So I started to exit when I saw that. So I sold half at 82 and the other half, or 3,082 and the other half at basically 82. So I ended up making about $100 on the trade. So MARA, I was kind of just looking for the $4 break here, and it didn't give it to me. It was a little frustrating. So anyway, it's popping up, just trying to break over this level. I thought it would go. I went long 9:58 a.m. I don't know why the time is messed up. Maybe it's just because of the short day, but there's the correct time right here. It didn't go, sold off to the VWAP, and it flushed me out 388. I thought I was going to break down. As soon as I sold, what did it do? Broke up to the upside. So lost money on that trade, but again, if it doesn't do what I thought it was going to do, I gotta cut it loose, move on. Took 2,000 shares there. I ended up losing about 6 cents, 120 bucks. So I did try it again. Right here is again, I'm looking for it to break this level, move back up. That $4 break, I ended up getting it a little early here at 389, thinking, okay, we're going to break this level. I went candle over candle, just trying to get back in, the volume was coming in, so I got a good fill. And sure enough, popped up, and right here, it popped up really quick, came right back down really quick. Just frustrating. So I ended up selling for basically a penny win. So Riot was another one of those stocks that gapped up, and it double bottomed here, and that was kind of my cue that I can give this a shot. So I was looking for the candle over candle entry on the 1 minute. Got a good fill here at let's see, 1935. I was thinking if we could break this level, we'd test this VWAP. As soon as I bought, crazy volume came in. I don't know if it was just people were watching the same thing I was, but it popped up about 30, I don't know, was it 32 cents on me, and I just got a nice fill. It's 1967, so 32 cents on 1,000 shares. That's $320. I'll do that all day long. So Mara, this one was kind of a high day break. You can see it popped up here, pulled back, and I was hoping for the run up over 450. And I took 1,000 shares because I think there was a pretty big block at 450 or 448 or something like that. Came up here and I went long right here. I didn't like how there's just a lot of selling going off, so I ended up bailing -6. And as soon as I did, what did it do? Popped over 58. But I didn't feel comfortable. Cut my losses, move on. So 2 minutes later, I did try it. I ended up going long again, this time for the 50 break. Went long at 449. I figured 450 would break. Sure enough, it did. Popped up, and I sold for a +4 win there, 40 bucks. LMFA, this one was just kind of stupid, to be honest. This thing just ran crazy today, and it kind of double bottomed here. So I was kind of looking at it to break this high right here, maybe test $5 and just sell on the other side of 5. So as it came up to 5, I bought, went long inside this candle as we're breaking this level after a double bottom, kind of breaking out to the upside, and I sold for a 10-cent win inside this candle here. Nice pop up to 510. I sold at 507, so 10 cents on 1,000 shares, 100 bucks. So DGAS was a news play. This one, Russia comes out and says supply on natural gas is going to be overwhelming the market and prices should fall hard. DGAS is an inverse, 3 times inverse to natural gas. When I hit the buy button, it was at 30.50, and I got filled at 30.79. 8 basically. So I was very disappointed in my fill. So I had to wait a little bit, a couple minutes for actually to get back up to where I was, and I just wanted to get out at that point. I would have held this for quite some time as it just moved up after all that, but I didn't like buying this basically 30, 40 cents from where it started. So I ended up just getting out for +1 when it finally got back up to me. I didn't want to hold on to it much longer. Mark, this one I was kind of hoping, I don't know why the 5-minute chart isn't working, but it was a 5-minute play at the time. It pulled back nicely. I mean, it had a nice pop up, and then it was kind of a slow drift all the way down to the VWAP here, and it bounced off the VWAP. I was hoping for candle over candle on the 5-minute. Like I said, I don't know why the 5-minute isn't working. It's probably because it was a half day today and the software's just all jacked up. But it was a 5-minute candle over candle play. You kind of see the volume coming in on that. And I was looking for 950 to break. I went long at 944 and it popped up and then it just kind of came back down after that. Big time sellers. I ended up selling right here. And as soon as I sold, popped up over 950. So again, I don't like holding stocks longer than I'm comfortable, so I'm okay with getting out for -2. But nonetheless, it's a little frustrating when if I would have held one more minute, I would have gotten the move I was looking for. PYDS, this one just started hitting my scanners, and I was. It's a name I'm familiar with, and I know it's a former runner. As you can kind of see it over here on the daily chart, it has moved in the past. So when I saw it hit my scanners, my low float scanners, it just automatically went in, especially for that 250 break. Got in at 249 right here, popped up over 250, and I sold half at 255 right here. And the other half I ended up selling basically at 255 again inside this candle. It popped up and came down, and I just didn't want to lose out on profit at that point, so I just cashed in. Yuma, another stock that I'm familiar with. It's a semi-low float stock, but it has run in the past. Usually sells off, but it can pop. So when I hit my scanners, it was right after PYDS, so maybe 20 minutes or 17 minutes. So I went long as soon as I saw that it hit my scanners at 118, 2,000 shares, popped up to 125. I got a good fill there when I sold, so that was 7 cents and 2,000 shares, $140. Grow was kind of doing this little stair step thing going on, and I wanted to be a part of that next move up. And this also correlated with a high day break and a 450 break, the 50-cent mark break. So I went long right here, candle over candle entry after a new low or a higher low had been set in. Just stair stepping up now, and got long at 439, popped up over 450, and I sold for a nice win there on 2,000 shares. IPDN, one of the chat rooms that I subscribe to, they ended up selling, getting out of this position, and just like these chat rooms can create momentum on the way up, they also can create momentum on the way down. I got the message that they were selling, so I shorted, knowing that there, a couple thousand people are going to be selling their shares. I shorted 2,000 shares, 472, and my first fill was a market fill, and got very unlucky. I actually lost a penny on that one, but my second fill was at 468, and you kind of see this is where the sell alert came in, and it dropped it all the way down to about 430 before it stabilized. So just like these chat rooms can, or not all of them are chat rooms, but these email subscription services and whatnot, they can move markets, and they can move them both ways. So that's why it's so important to be subscribing to them. And again, a bunch of these that I subscribe to are $99 for 3 months. You pick your service, $99. Try it out. They're great. SRAX, this one was just kind of going for a high day, just momentum. You kind of see the stair steps going on. I went long here at 12.14, looking for that high day pop, break over $7, got up to $6.99. It looked like the sellers were just going to win the day, so I ended up just taking my 3 cents, and sure enough, 1 minute later it hit 7.14. So, whatever, taking my $30, moving on. Next trade, SRAX again. Just looking for it to get over 7. I don't know why it's not showing that it didn't hit over 7, but it did hit over 7 here. Went long, 693, popped up over 705, and I sold over there. So I only got filled 1950 out of 2,000. That's why it looks a little weird. This one on Grow, kind of looking for the break of 450 and high day push as well. Kind of stalled out here, so I went long at 441. I sold half at it just didn't look like it wanted to go, so I sold half as soon as it busted down, basically breaking even. The other half I lost about a penny on, just trying to exit, as it just looked like it just didn't want to go. Sure enough, if I waited 5 minutes, it would have gone. But again, if it doesn't do what I thought I was going to do in my strategy, I got to get in and got to get out. DPW, it was kind of hoping with all these other stocks that they were getting some momentum. I was hoping that this one would get some Momo as well. It just didn't work out. I was like, all the other ones were running towards the end of the day, so I went long, 2,000 shares at 82. Just getting all choppy in here and ended up selling off. So it was good to just get out. I lost about 60 bucks on the trade, no big deal. So my last trade of the day was SRAX. This one, I wanted to get a part of the curl, and it was kind of an L2 play as well. I got my first buy at 707 as it was popping up through this level. I added at 716, looking for the high day break, which would have been over 730. Got the pop that I was looking for. I sold at 736 my first half, and it just kind of started to get a little choppy right here, so I ended up selling the second half at 732. So nice win there. Sure enough, it did pop up to almost $8, which whatever. But again, nice win. Take it, move on. I played it again as we were going candle over candle in the 1 minute. So we had the pop, little pullback, candle over candle in the 1 minute. I bought it at 737, got a quick pop of 743, took it 6 cents, $60. Tried it again right here for that break of 50, and there was a big block there, I remember. It just couldn't go, so I was keeping it real tight. I ended up losing $30 here on that trade. Finally, we did get that 50-cent break. I went long 743, got in a little early. We got that break, and it just took off, and I just sold inside that strength, 767. That's about a 24-cent win, $240. Nice win there to close out the day. And again, stellar day on a half day, right? Again, I want to remind you all, this is a once in a year kind of sale that's going on all these services that I've been talking about. I've used these. They're great. It's all depends on what you're looking for. Try it out. Try a couple out. After that, you can sign up for the continued service if you like it. If you can't make $99 in 3 months off of these, then it's not worth it. But if you think you can, try it out. And you're either paying for the education or you're paying to make, help these guys help you make money. And I think they can. So give them a try. If you have any questions, please let me know. The link for this is in the description of this YouTube video. If you're watching this on StockTwits, click the YouTube video so you can be taken over to YouTube and click the link. So again, if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video.